How are you recording anything that happened? Like, don't get this shit fucked up. Like, don't get the shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be disrespectful. Because I've been real nice. I've been kind hearted to people, loving, respectful, changing. Them going in a room with them and you telling them your story, you telling them what you went through, and then they take a song that you created as an artist, and as an artist that's already established, that shit hit a little different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you take what we spoke about that I was going through and give it to someone else without speaking to me? Do you understand how bad that is to me and invasive that is to me without calling me, especially if I'm calling you, if I'm texting you, if I'm FaceTiming you and you're not responding?
I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody, argue with nobody. There's no beef. You're going to be beefing by yourself. Because I'm not in it. I'm too busy trying to have fun. I'm enjoying this record going up hours and hours. Go stream that. But long story short, I just, I saw her texting me and I was working. I was in the studio. I'm very respectful of other people's time. When I'm in front of them in the studio, I don't be on the phone. That's disrespectful. So I decided, all right, I'm going to call her when I get to Atlanta in the morning. I'm going to call her. I get on the plane, honey, and I see all this. But also, too, let's keep in mind, Keyshia's going through a lot. My sister's going through a lot, So.
Girl, y'all gotta hear this. Did y'all hear what's going on with Keyshia Cole? Girl, homegirl says she melting down. She going through a lot. So let me tell you, Keyshia Cole had this songwriter, and Keyshia Cole was spilling her guts, telling her everything she's going through. So the songwriter, she writes out a song for Keyshia Cole. Come to find out, Keyshia didn't even play the girl. So she took that song, because she, I guess, did something with the song. Not Keyshia Cole mad, okay? It's all out here. Keyshia Cole talking, homegirl clap back. Now Keyshia Cole is clapping back with a double clap back, and she said she'll put them paws on you, okay? Comment, let us know what y'all think about this. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Check this out.
And how you go in the studio with people, and please, I know I see a couple people already that joined that are like producers and stuff like that. Tell me how you book a session as an artist with your money and call people, producers and writers, and under your session that you book, that they could even be shopping a song that belongs to you. Make that make sense for me, because I'm not even big on working with writers. I never had to, but I did because I thought that would be a great vibe. So maybe I just don't understand how that works because of that fact, right? Whole point of me saying that. So please make it make sense. How does an artist spend their own money to bring in writers and producers and help with the idea of a song or the idea of a beat on top of that? Even give direction on what the music should sound like, or what's the inspiration behind the music? How do you sell, or how are you recording anything that happened? Like, don't get this shit fucked up. Like, don't get the shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be disrespectful. Because I've been real nice. I've been kind hearted to people, loving, respectful, changing, like, people really out here dragging it, bro. Really are. So please, industry folks, okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. So it's the industry games that people play. But then people always But see, then that's the thing. See, that's why artists need to go through artist development that are from places that have taught you to people up on site, right? Because artist development helps you prepare for industry, right? So that you're not in predicaments that'll have you losing things that you've worked for, you know? So with all that being said, I'm just trying to understand how. How? Like, how the fuck do you think that's gonna pop off? Like, it's just rude and disrespectful. Went to sleep at 9, 8 o'clock in the morning, creating and working all fucking night, staying away from their families, and motherfuckers just shopping out here, shopping songs that don't belong to them. That's why artists don't need. Okay, see, all the nice out the door, giving songs, letting them hear them, and when we working on them and shit like that. That's why artists be assholes. Cause how y'all out here shopping songs that don't belong to you? Like, that's not your song.
Keyshia goes, we go way back. I love Keyshia. Like, I've known her for years. This is recently, like, it's new for us to be, like, you know, communicating on this level and, like, talking like this. Like, I was just talking to her the other day. We was keying. We was having a key about something completely different. That's a good question. Why would a songwriter do anything for free? Because a lot of people want opportunities. Like, you know, people be gagging just to be in the room with somebody that's got a following. That's like a thing. You know, she did not pay me. So let's get that clear. I did not get paid. Not one penny. And even when the song comes out, let me just tell you this. Even when the song comes out, because of streaming, the way that streaming is set up, it's going to take you 10 million streams to even touch $8,000. 8 racks. 10 million streams. What artist is doing that outside of like Ariana Grande, Doja, Nicki, all people who write their own stuff and they have like they own like staff of writers, you know? So anyway, you might see 8 bands off of that. And then you have to split it with everybody who was participating on the record. So you might make $400. Then you got to pay commissions, taxes, $70 most of the time. If I could show you my statements, my songwriter statements, which I'm not going to do because it's none of your business. It's comedy. It's comical. It's really comical. I'm at this point, I do it because I love it. And my catalog is so extensive because I've been doing this for a decade. I know let don't crack. But I just do it because I love it and I'm good at it. And I can do it very quickly. The song that she's talking about, which I'm not going to say the name of or who I gave it to, out of respect for that person. The song that she's talking about is not the one y'all thinking. It's a totally different song. But I do appreciate the streams, though. Thank you. Appreciate that so much. So let me just tell y'all what happened. I'll give y'all the brief story, because I gotta get ready to go to the function. Keyshia hits me up. Or was it Keyshia or it might have been Ron Fair? One of them. It was like a year and some change ago. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. So I had stopped writing for other people because I don't like how songwriters get treated. We don't get paid. Like, you gotta like pull teeth to get paid up front. Most of the time, like I said, you make a couple dollars in the back end, but really what you getting is like you building a catalog. So it's like, if I write enough songs, I can build up a catalog that's worth something to where then I could go get it back for that. But just one song, unless that song's on the radio and unless it's Ariana, honey, We talking about change, literally 0.0000017 of a penny. It's nothing. It's nothing. Like, as a matter of fact, I went to Congress to fight for songwriters to get paid more. This is what we've been, there's an organization called We Are Sona Songwriters of North America. There's an organization called the 100%ers. There's so many articles that you can go and Google about songwriters' rights, the CRB. I know y'all don't know what none of this stuff means, but you can Google it and look up how songwriters are disproportionately paid. So none of us are doing it because there's such a big bag in the back end. We do it because we love it. I went in to work with Keyshia because I love Keyshia. I love Keyshia, right? I'm not trying to excuse nothing, baby. I don't have to excuse nothing because I know copyright law. I wrote the song, okay? We wrote it together, so we all control it. You pay for studio time. You don't own the song. Especially after Keyshia said she retired. And again, no disrespect, I love Keyshia. She said she was going to retire. So how are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know what that really means? She didn't hit up none of us and tell us, hey, I know I'm saying I'm retiring, but, let's hold these songs. She said she was scrapping the project. And it's no disrespect. Like, no tea, no shade. I love Keyshia, man. Like, I don't play like that. If the song is for an artist, then it's for an artist. I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody, argue with nobody. There's no beef. You're going to be beefing by yourself. Because I'm not in it. I'm too busy trying to have fun. I'm enjoying this record going up hours and hours. Go stream that. But long story short, I just, I saw her texting me and I was working. I was in the studio. I'm very respectful of other people's time. When I'm in front of them in the studio, I don't be on the phone. That's disrespectful. So I decided, all right, I'm going to call her when I get to Atlanta in the morning. I'm going to call her. I get on the plane, honey, and I see all this. But also, too, let's keep in mind, Keyshia's going through a lot. My sister's going through a lot, So I don't feel no type of way. I love her. And that's it. I love her.
There won't be. I have children now, so I'm definitely, But that does not take away from the fact that, like, people just play in your face. People just literally play with you, bro. Like, and then it be like they'll throw the rock and go run and hide behind everybody that they be calling and sharing these text messages with, that I'm literally talking to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this industry is just, I just wanted to share that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this industry is so crazy. Like, it's just, I'm really excited about this new year. Let's just start there, okay? Because all the negativity, it's just like, it's cool. Everything is cool. Everything is gravy. Everything is butter, baby, That's how I'm going to take it. And, I just wanted to get on here and say that. I have no kids over here. Yes, take it one day at a time. This is true. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I was holding my phone up with my... Oh, man. But do you understand where I'm coming from? Passive aggressiveness, and then they throw the rocks, and then they hide the hands, and then they act innocent, and then they act like they didn't know, and then they act like, oh, but I love Keyshia. I just love her so much. I just love she's doing no wrong. And it's like, girl, boy. You know what I mean? Though, I'm really for real. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but it really is. It's really invasive, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, one more thing that I've learned, because there was a point that I went through, and it kind of started after I got married, honestly, right? I know I'm venting to y'all, but, just to share a little insight on things, right? It's like, after I got married, I really kind of lost my voice of, like, what do I say? Because I was going through so much at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nobody knew about, right? And so I really didn't know what to say a lot of the times in my music after marriage. You know, I just didn't know. Because I wanted to be so happy in my marriage, right? I wanted to sing happy songs and I wanted to be happily married, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So for a while, that was like a lot of me trying to create music. And then I started to work with different writers. Thank God that I met Elijah Blake, my brother for life. You know, I met him and we wrote Enough and No Love. Well, he really wrote it. I just did a couple of things up and down. You know what I'm saying? But he wrote Enough and No Love and I joined in a little. And so that was really nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, to find a writer that was killing, you know, the writing game and everything like that. And then I met a couple other writers, you know what I'm saying? And then when you do that, right? So when you write your own songs, you can go in there by yourself. You ain't got to have nobody in the room. You don't need nobody. You just have your beat. You go in there, you sit down, you write your music, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's what I did for the first half of my career, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, like after the marriage thing, it just got a little shaky, right? So I'm saying all of this to say that when you sit down with writers and people that come in the studio, you kind of have to explain what you're going through. Even if you're not writing it, like you might help a little bit or whatever, but for a writer that can come in there and do melodies or whatever, you would just tell them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this nigga. Like, I'm going through some shit. And this nigga got me twisted. I don't want to see him. I don't want to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they go, okay, cool. Enough and No Love. You know what I'm saying? Or something, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that is a part of the game that I just learned being in a room with a lot of different people or a couple different people or whatever, you going in a room with them and you telling them your story, you telling them what you went through, and then they take a song that you created as an artist, and as an artist that's already established, that shit hit a little different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you take what we spoke about that I was going through and give it to someone else without speaking to me? Do you understand how bad that is to me and invasive that is to me without calling me, especially if I'm calling you, if I'm texting you, if I'm FaceTiming you and you're not responding? You don't understand the frustration, how that would make me feel, especially if you sending condolences and sending birthday gifts, and like, people just, to me, you know, it just really feels like people really like to be mean, and then when I wake up out of my slumber and start getting mad and going ham on niggas, then it's a problem.